So this is where I think Simone will start off talking about being a super attractive, and then it obviously leads into this. So this slide coming up will be the specific outcome for participants and also the benefits if you do. We will be using this as a tool to talk about those specific things. Then the problems if you don't. Paul, myself will talk about losses, stress, all those sorts of different things that happen if you don't invest in yourself through these 4 slides. Now, these are slides. They're not going to flow like this. It's up to us to change them so we can talk as long as we like. Then we're going to have the video about putting the big ticket items first. So that will be from this video, and we'll talk about that. So then we go on to the calendar and the planner. So after the big ticket items, we'll put this up and then offer them to do that, and then we're into the 7 circles, the challenge on the 7 circles. So this video here is about a minute and a half,
in your book,
and that will be
pages in the book. I remember when Gary and I were writing and we're working this up,
just explaining
when do you ask the question, when's the most appropriate time? Because the focusing question is a powerful question. Oxygen mask.
So just for clarity for everyone, there's 4 videos here.
Right.
These videos,
because if you don't,
explain it into separate sections, and we'll break this down into them doing this challenge to identify their one thing. And I'll just let them play out from here.
The whole body. Are you taking care of yourself? Because if you don't take care of yourself, you may not be there to take care of the ones you love most. A lot of folks in this course are probably business owners. Here's the deal. If you own the business, your business has a one thing, and you have a job in it. It might be CEO. It might be something else. And I want to give yourself about 3 minutes to do this, no longer. I'm going to tell you what to do, then I want you to do it, okay? I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in all 7 of these areas. And it's going to be just like this, just this fast. How am I doing in my spiritual life? You know what? I'm going to give myself a 7. I think I'm doing okay there. My physical health, hey, I'm working pretty hard there. I'll give myself an 8. What about my personal life? You know what? We almost never miss date night. I'd love that. That's my #1 thing. I'm going to give myself a high rating. Key relationships. You probably don't know this. I'm a huge introvert. Struggle, 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 fail, fail, fail. I think I've probably got a 3 there. I'm the guy who always doesn't call, that people always call me.
So this is where we'll get them to start working on it. They'll rate themselves and then go back to the video with the numbers all done, and then do the next part of the challenge, which is shading it in. Again, I'll just let it play so you can see it.
I want you to take your pen, and I want you to divide this into a pie, okay? So pretend like there's a line between each of these, right? This is just going to help us visualize this. If you rate yourself a 9 in something, go ahead and color it in all the way out to the edges. If you've got an 8, all right, that's a little bit less, right? 7, that's a little bit less. An 8, I'm back up there. Yay. A 6, uh-oh, I'm down here. A 7, back up. And here's where it's really going to show up.
Yeah, again, this is a break in the slides on the keynote. I've obviously just recorded this video from the keynote presentation. So it'll be breaks within the slides, and we'll get them to do this, and then we'll go back to the last part, which is going to play now.
Hopefully it's apparent to you right now how well you're doing in the areas of your life that should be the most important. Here's your opportunity. Here's why we do this with people. You probably got a 9 or 2, got a few high areas. You got probably a few areas like me that you got some work to do. You're at least average, or maybe you're a little bit worse than average. Your opportunity is either to go to your strength, that was my 9, or maybe you go to your 3. Go to the one that would solve the most pain in your life, or the one that would add the most pluses. But when you're thinking about, what am I going to tackle with this course? Where should I direct my energy, my focus, my time? I would suggest to you that those are the first 2 places I would look. because we want to plus our strengths. That's usually the easiest thing to do, or we want to erase our weaknesses. And that can really cover some blind spots and help us move through our life with speed. So there it is. That's our 7 circles exercise. I hope it opened your eyes to your opportunities to improve your life.
So this part coming up is where we start to talk about the wins. Paul can talk about the wins and the bits and pieces there. It'd be great if I could get Simone a photo of your award, Master Builders Award, and then we can talk about, blocking time for your holidays. Dave, if you had something good. Here, Who Am I? I'll read that poem talking about habits, not poem, whatever. And then we introduce the 66-day challenge. And that's the presentation. And then we get engagement by getting them to share on Facebook.